Hello and welcome back to the HalfSword Championship. Let's take a quick look at the pound for pound rankings with your new champions, the Dark Knights, meaning that the men-at-arms have gone down, but the Halberdiers and the FarmAxe alliance newly on the list. And here we've got our first fight, the Veterans versus the Axemen. This is an important one, because whoever loses this fight is at serious risk of being kicked out of the organization. Both are on losing streaks, both are struggling. There's also some beef going on here, as there's been allegations that the Axemen stole the Veterans' helmets. Now, we questioned the Axemen about this, but they claimed that they got their helmets when they cut down a tree and they fell out. They seem to think that helmets grow on trees. I didn't have the heart to tell them otherwise. Here we go. Now, all they need to do here, which is what anyone else has done against the Veterans, is just tap them on their head and they go down like nothing. If they even have the heart to fight at all. But considering they don't have chest armor, the maces of the Veterans are going to be able to do severe damage to the Axemen. One hit against the stomach is going to crack ribs, maybe break bones. One of the Veterans has a bloodied head already there. Not enough to put him down, he's still in the fight. And it looks like the Veterans have more fight in them this time than last time. They had a really poor showing the last time they were out. I'm hoping for a better performance from them today. There are two sets of 2v1s and one one-on-one in the corner. One of the Veterans has just dropped his shield and another goes. I mean, they can do a lot more damage when they're using two-handed with the mace, and one of them's down. A great strike there. The Axeman maybe feints a slash to the side of the head and then goes down vertically, just taking him out instantly. It's one of the Veterans down already, and now it's a 2 versus 5. None of the Axemen are down. Veteran swinging wildly, rushing through them. He takes a couple hits there. Blood is streaming down his head. One of the Axemen go down. It seems one of the Veterans is taking all the attention here and he's down. No! He was fighting all at once whilst his brother here was just taking on one. And he didn't manage to get him down, so what was the point in that? He does manage to get one down here though. It's now a 4-on-1. Down to a 3-on-1. Takes a hit to the face there. One to the back of the head. It's not looking good for him. He's stumbling all over the place. I'm not sure how he can see with that much blood in his eyes. He's moving a lot, trying to keep distance, trying to get in when he can to get some good strikes. Oh, a big hit there, he's stumbling again. And another to the head, he's done. He is out. That was a great hit from the Axeman there, and they've done it. With 3 left as well, the Veterans really struggling. And we have a returning fighter and a debut. The Berserker comes back to avenge his loss, and he is against the Axe Murderer. Now, the Berserker took a devastating defeat last time out to the Halberdiers. He was crying non-stop after his first loss. I don't really know why we've got to put that on there. I'm going to have to talk with the production team, that's very disrespectful. And over here we have the Axe Murderer, making his debut. He is fresh out of the asylum. It's not a joke, he is an actual, genuine murderer. We did say we'd give the Berserker an easier fight this time, but it looks like we've locked him in with an actual killer. I'm not sure how this is going to go. That sword of his is so massive, and he's very easily able to parry and block. The bloodlust is clear to see. They're gauging each other's distances. The Berserker throwing a couple strikes, but not close enough. He takes a hit to the shoulder there. It doesn't seem to affect him too much. A nice block there, and he gets him in the leg. He's done it. The Axe Murderer has got on him. He blocks high, and then the Axe Murderer goes low, and the Berserker can't get there in time, and he catches his leg. He is done. The Berserker has lost again. The Axe Murderer getting a win in his debut. On to the next fight. We have the Halberdiers versus the Plancon Triplets. Now this should be a great match. The Plancon Triplets really need a win, and the Halberdiers had such a great showing last time. Let's see if they can keep up their form in this one. And the Plancon Triplets are really hoping to start their comeback in this fight today. They really need it, but the Halberdiers are on a 2-fight win streak. They're hoping to get a title shot soon. If they get a win today, that might just be on the cards. Let's see what happens. Now the issue for the Plancon Triplets in this fight is that they don't really have a reach advantage against the Halberdiers, and their armor is definitely worse. Oh, a great hit on one of the Halberdiers already. He's lost his halberd straight out of the gate. And on the other side, what is this? One of the Halberdiers just cleaves straight through him. An incredible shot by the Halberdier there, and now we have 2 Plancon Triplets. Jesus, one of the shields flew right at me. You've got to be careful with the cameras. And there are 2 Plancon Triplets now versus 3 Halberdiers, and it's going to be really tough for them to pull through. One of the Halberdiers on the right there, he looks like he's down. Is he out of the fight? He took a big hit. I'm not sure if he's just on his knees trying to recover or if he's out. It looks like he might be out of this fight, and it's now a 2v2. And this Plancon right here has got to be careful. If they get either side of you, that's big trouble. He's turning around for the one that's on the floor. You can't do that. You need to stay focused. Stay in the fight. This is very tense. Any hit from either of these guys could be fatal. Plancon Triplet getting distracted by the other one. I'm trying to 2v1 him here. Don't seem to get any big damage on him though. What is this Halberdier doing? Looks like he's going for a spin move. He's trying to do a trick shot or something on the Plancon Triplet. But you can't turn around like that because you're going to get hit. And he's down. Punished for taking the piss, to be honest. And this Plancon Triplet then goes for the downed guy again. The other Halberdier coming in to protect his downed brother. There is 2 of them against him now, and it doesn't look good. He took a big hit to the shoulder there. Might have nicked an artery. It looks like he's down, or he's still in the fight, one-handing the halberd. You've got to love to see that. Oh, back of the head. He is surely down now. Takes one hit from one, and he turns to him, and the other just comes in and puts him down for good. Wow, the Plancon Triplets back in the win column, and the win streak of the Halberdiers gone. Their hopes of a title fight have been dashed by the Plancon Triplets. And now we have a rematch. The Baron versus the Men-at-Arms. In their last fight, the Baron took a big hit very early to the side of the head, which just put him down. And he called it luck. The Men-at-Arms called it practice and precision. These guys are devastated by their loss to the Dark Knights, so they're going to be coming out furious, desperate to get a win to prove they're still those guys. But the Baron, he's the Baron, a 6-2 record. He's hoping to avenge his only loss that he hasn't avenged yet. He lost to the Dark Knights but then beat them in the rematch. And the title was then taken from him by these Men-at-Arms. Let's see if he can get the job done here today. Going straight into the half-swording position, trying to get close. Now the issue with fighting the Baron is that his armor is just so good, it's very difficult to find a weak spot to get through. The Men-at-Arms managed to do it last time, but can they do it again? The Baron throwing kicks, throwing different moves here as he usually does. Again, the issue for the Baron seems to be numbers. He struggles when there's 3-on-1. Oh, he takes a big hit there. That Man-at-Arms is stumbling around. Takes another hit to the head. He has dropped his polearm. One of the Man-at-Arms now using a longsword. The Baron seems to get confused. With 3 of them, it's hard to know who to focus on. You're getting hit from different sides at all the time, and it's hard to keep your focus steady. A big hit to the head there. You saw the Baron's head rock back. Baron's got to stay focused. He's got to keep his distance. He's got to be very careful in this fight. Nice hit to the head there. His blade's locked in the arms of the Man-at-Arms here, and the other one coming through trying to take advantage. Baron spins him around. He's so strong, he can just manhandle him. Blade is locked in here, is trying to find that weak spot. Doesn't manage to do it there. That Man-at-Arm's coming in again. He is furious. He's really going for it. Getting pushed up to the fence, the Baron delivers a nasty hit to the side of the helmet there. The Baron struggling to find a way through so far. And it's maybe only a matter of time before the Men-at-Arms find that weak spot again. The Baron's got to start doing work. He's got to start putting them down. Great kick and hit to the head there from the Men-at-Arms. The Baron looks to be stumbling around a bit. He's wobbled. He could be rocked here, but he recovers fast. It's another thing about the Baron. It's really rare to see him put down by strikes to the head. His endurance is crazy. You need to get a strike through the armor. You've got to find the gap. One of the Man-at-Arms here now wielding a knife. It looks like he's lost his longsword as well. That knife is going to do absolutely nothing. He might as well not be in the fight. He's only good as cannon fodder right now. He is grappling with the Baron. This could be their best odds. If he's grappling, the other two Men-at-Arms with the polearms could land a hit. One of the Men-at-Arms disappeared for a moment there, decides to come back. Baron throwing a great kick there. And if you've seen some of his other fights, the Baron has broken legs with his kicks. He is absolutely lethal in all areas of combat. He is just an absolute weapon. This guy with the knife is really aggressive. I don't know where he gets his confidence from. Men-at-Arms trying to find that weak spot on the head. This has been a battle of attrition so far, both sides just looking for that weak spot. Great hit to the head there from the Baron. It looks like this guy's wobbling a bit. He's also lost his polearm. There's only one Men-at-Arms now with a polearm. With a sword, it's going to be much harder to find a weak spot on the Baron. This is not good news for them. Oh, a great couple of hits there to the head of the Baron. He was wobbled, but he just recovers so fast. Baron spinning around, still trying to find that weak spot on the Men-at-Arms, trying to get through. Baron throwing them around. There's two of them here trying to push the Baron, but he's holding firm. He is so strong. Oh, and a great shove there throws the Man-at-Arms away. And he pushes this one up against the fence. Grappling with him, throwing kicks, trying to find a weak spot. The Baron is focusing on this one of the dagger. I'm sure he sees him as the weak spot now, seeing that he can't do anything to him, but the Baron can do a lot to that guy. Two of the Men-at-Arms backing away here, almost leaving their brother for dead. A lot of strikes being landed on the Baron, but nothing really doing enough damage. Oh, and the Baron's done it! As he pulls out his sword, he manages to nick the underside of the arm of one of the Men-at-Arms and just takes it clean off. Great weak spot found there, a gap in the armor, and one of the Men-at-Arms is out. It is now a 2-on-1. This is great news for the Baron. He's grappling with them, the guy with a knife just going in. It's gonna have to be the one of the polearm that does the damage to the Baron. Looks like he was aiming for the legs there. Baron grappling up again. He knows he can do it now. The Baron must be filled with confidence at the moment. Aiming for that weak spot again, and I think he found it. He landed the sword. He stabbed into the underside of one of the men-at-arms again. Got him on the arm, but he's still fighting. That arm is completely limp, but he's still going for it, and he's got the Baron. The man-at-arms landed his polearm. He hit him on the leg and then found a weak spot and just dragged in. And as you can see here, he then pushes forward, grinding the polearm in further over the top of him, using his weight to really lay that in. And the Baron is down. He is lost again. The men-at-arms take it once more. That's a great victory for them. I really didn't see it going that way. That fight looked like it was all the Baron. But then, just as the men-at-arms always do, they find that one strike they need. And they win. On to the final fight, the main event with your champion, the Dark Knights, versus the FarmAxe Alliance. Now the FarmAxe Alliance are an interesting one. They don't have great weapons or armor or even skills, but there's 10 of them. And those numbers just overwhelm. Like in their last fight, they had a great performance against the Plancon Triplets. That was 10 against 3, and now this is 2 against 10. But the Dark Knights, they said they've never even heard of the FarmAxe Alliance until today. Not sure if that's true, but let's find out how they go. The Dark Knights running in, clearly no fear. They think that their armor is going to be more than enough against the weapons of the FarmAxe Alliance. There is just so many of them. From this high angle, they just look like ants swarming around the Dark Knights. And it's difficult for the Dark Knights with so many. They seem to be getting confused. They don't really know where to go, who to attack. But with the lack of armor of the FarmAxe Alliance, really it should be easy for the Dark Knights to get some cuts in from their axe and just put them down. If you're enjoying this video and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Maybe even like the video and comment if you're feeling nice. Looks like one of the Axemen just went down in the far corner. It is now 3 Axemen and 5 farmers left. One of the Dark Knights wobbled there for a second. He appears to be okay. Looks like he's getting confused a bit, backed up into the fence. And the other one is just surrounded by farmers. Because if they wrap their scythe around you, they can pull you in different directions, they can stop you from reaching your target. It's very difficult to fight against. Everyone coming back over, almost tripping over a body here. Lands a nice cut to the Axeman there. And another. The Axeman is down. And in tandem, the other Dark Knight takes down a farmer in succession. They are perfectly synchronized. The Dark Knight nearest to us looking a bit confused here. He doesn't really know where to go. Running into the fence. Took a big hit to the head there. And another, he looks like he's struggling here. He might be rocked. Holding up that shield, just trying to hold on. Get a few swings back, even swinging the shield. Lands a nice cut there, he's got the longsword out. The longsword will be much more efficient against these guys. One of the Axemen down, I didn't even see that. And another one, I think. He's only got the farmer left. A nice cut against him. The farmer's stumbling around a bit. Let's see what the other's doing. He's got 3 farmers on him. This is tough. As I said, these guys are really tricky in numbers to fight against. They're landing some nice shots on him, but with that much armor, it's just very difficult for those shots to be effective. Managing to hold them off. Swings and gets that scythe out of the farmer there. He has to pull out a little sickle. And that's going to do no damage at all against the Dark Knight. Oh, and it looks like he's down some nasty cuts there. Ruthless, really. Looked like he was already down and he put one more in for good measure. The axe of the Dark Knight here is just coated. Looks like it's been painted red. I mean, even the arena looks like it's been coated red. Axemen pressing forward. I think it's only a matter of time now. The FarmAxe Alliance have lost almost everyone they have. Oh, and a great hit there puts that farmer down. He almost lands another big one there. This farmer manages to evade. And he keeps going, he's swinging wildly. Desperate to stay in. I think he is the last one left from the FarmAxe Alliance. And the other Dark Knights, as they seem to be doing these days, is allowing him to 1v1, but that's it. He has to be down. Oh, and another big hit to the head there. I don't know if he was even holding on. The commission might have to look for that for disciplinary reasons. But that is it. The Dark Knights have won. They have defended their title. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment who you want to see fight the Dark Knights next, and I'll see you in the next one.